Hey guys, so today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over a technique that I use. It's kind of a natural light technique, so that way you don't really need anything else except some black foam core. I've heard it referred to as the barn door technique, where you have somebody like in a doorway or a barn where the light's flooding into one direction. So I kind of do a little variation on it. I create like a three-sided square, kind of U-shaped, where the open part is facing toward a large light source, like a window or outside somewhere. And so then what that lets you do is shoot the person, all natural light, floods in from everywhere, yet you still have some like contour and shadowing on the side of the face, and it has a kind of a unique look. I really like it, I think it's really cool. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna shoot with Hannah a little bit and just show you some samples of what it looks like. And the setup is super simple. All you really have is 3 pieces of foam core, which could be anything that's black. And then you can use gaff tape on the corners, or I use these like metal clips that Manfrotto makes for like holding pieces of cardboard and stuff. I use them on the corners to kind of, they're a little bit finicky, so I wouldn't use them outdoors. I would only use them inside the studio, because otherwise if a little bit of a wind comes through, they're down. So that's where I would use gaff tape instead. But anyways, pretty simple setup, pretty quick. Once you get them in the black box, then it's just shoot and do what you got to do. But then you can add little touches of light here and there, different colors of light. You can gel them, you can do whatever, but you start off with mainly natural light, and then you just work from there. Makes it super simple. You really don't need any gear but just your camera and the foam core. That's pretty much it. I've also used black cloth. I've used part of a room that's like darker in color and just open one window. Works really great. So anyways, let's do a little bit of shooting and then show you some samples. So I'm sure you guys saw how simple that is to set up, really simple to shoot. And we got a ton of different variety, just, you know, close up, a little wider. Sometimes we had like little pieces that came into like the corners would come into the shot. So those you can just clone out or just Photoshop out, super easy. But the main thing is just that the person is in the shot and the person's like lit with natural light, and you're using the black foam core as negative fill. So that way you're taking away light in certain areas, which is another cool technique. All right guys, so like always, go ahead and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all the weekly episodes and what's coming out. A lot more on technique, a lot more on different camera systems, and just a whole bunch of just different stuff. So, thanks for watching, and until next weekend, feel free to leave comments or even suggestions on episodes you might want to see, techniques you might want to learn about, or camera systems you might want to kind of get a review or a little bit of a rundown how they work. But anyways, just hit subscribe and you'll be up to date with all that. Thanks guys.